I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
A few moments later.
Like, be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a work together. But I just be feeling like sometimes people, like the internet really be having people fucked up from like real reality. That's why I'm saying like I'm not a feminist anymore, because it's like,
what's happening, everybody? Listen, today we got somewhat of a doozy where we got Cardi B, your favorite WAP artist, who she's been very controversial throughout the years, one of those rag to riches stories, and she talks about her getting dudes. A lot of her music is about empowering women to use what they got to get what they want, using dudes, using the WAP to get what she wants. And I don't cook, I don't clean, but I got this ring. She's married to Offset, and she sits down here with Wallo and Gillie, and it looks like she has a change of heart on this whole feminist independent kick. Now that she's gotten older, she's talking about going 50-50, and now that she's a married woman, and you ladies need to cut that out, and she's no longer a feminist. But let's jump into the clip here and see what she's saying. Let's go.
if you're gonna be the type of bitch that like a nigga, you want a nigga to take care of you and everything, but it's like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like, it's like you cannot just be a bitch that's like, oh, my man take care of me, he does the bills. But it's like, what do you do? What are you contributing? Like, it's like, all right, like you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work, you don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like it's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh, so this is like really controversial, right?
Cool.
I feel like it's very controversial when like be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Cause he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a work together. But I just be feeling like sometimes people, like the internet really be having people fucked up from like real reality type shit. So it's like, all right, so your mom and dad used to work every single day, right? So your mom and dad used to work every single day so your mom could save her money and what, buy purses, and your dad just pay all the bills. That's not how it works. It's either your mom was in the house cooking and cleaning every day, your dad was working, or they was both working to pay both the bills. Like, y'all be acting like y'all don't know what the fuck that is like no more. Like, come on.
And your mom money was your dad money, and your dad money was your mom money.
Like, it was like that.
It was
like, it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a feminist anymore, because it's like, sometimes it's like, y'all bitches don't be living in the real world.
Right.
Y'all not living there.
Y'all be talking about my money is my money and his money is my money. Shit.
I mean, my money is my money, his money is my money. But like, my money is my money. Like, my money is my money and his money is his money. But it's like, but you know, like, it's like we both spend money on each other and everything. And it's like, if we want to go and everything, it's like, all right, like if we're going to buy a house, like, let's go half and half. And it's like, if we're going to buy.
It's not a one-way street.
It's not a one-way street. Like, it's like, if we're going to buy like crazy expensive furniture, it's like, all right, you buy the couch and I buy the dining room set. Like, it's a both thing. Like, it's a both thing. Because then when you leave, like, bitch, you really leave for nothing. Because you was like a bitch, hey, but he has to pay all the bills. Well, you're divorced and you don't got no house, no nothing. You don't got shit. You got shit. You don't even got a couch, bitch. You don't even got a couch. That's my thought. I'm really old school. I'm old school.
I'm old school too.
Yo, shout out to Cardi B for that. And I know that a lot of fellas agree with what Cardi B's talking about, and you got a lot of women up in arms, especially the whole city girl movement, talking about how could you making all this music. But we said this a long time about Cardi B. Cardi B makes this music, and I think even Offset, even though they're not on the best of terms, he even had her cooking and cleaning, or had her on tape, or had her on video cleaning.
You need to stop lying on your songs, man. She be lying. She clean. She got to clean.
I'm gonna punch you in your head.
Lying to you folk, somebody you don't clean.
But she comes from a Dominican household. The way she was raised was a little different, even though she had a lifestyle of drugging dudes and being a booty clapper and stuff like that. But she's a mother now. But I'm more of a traditional person too. So I've said this a lot, and I got a lot of dudes disagree with me. But I don't think that you should get married unless you can pay all the bills. Now, if your wife wants to work, then yeah, she needs to contribute. She just doesn't get to pocket her money. That's how that works. If she wants to stay at home, she needs to be the homemaker, and she needs to make sure everything's good around the house, and you take care of everything else. You keep the house where the bills are paid. You make sure the structure is sound. You make sure the cars are running, all those things like that. And she takes care of the inside. That's just how it is. And this is what it comes down to, fellas. Now, on the flip side of it, so I always say, and I say this for any man or any man who wants to marry my daughter, bro, if my daughter chooses to work, then she chooses to work. Cardi B was like, my money is my money, and and all this stuff like that. But man, at the end of the day, you're the man, you should be taking care of the household. That's where you run your household how you want to run your household, but I can't be getting into marriage looking for a woman to help me out. That's not what I mean by that is, if I want to marry a woman, I can't be looking at her like, hey, you need to help me out. We're getting married and all that stuff like that, fellas. I'm just saying, a man needs to be able to provide. A man is supposed to be a provider. And that's where I know I differ with a lot of fellas. But yeah, you ladies, you definitely not about to be keeping your money.
And let this part too out because I think a lot of women are really, really confused by it. If you're in a relationship with a man, then yes. If you're in a relationship, you guys are committed to each other, living together, engaged, married, what have you. Yes, there comes a responsibility of him helping out with the bills.
You see, I was taught that you vet men for being a provider, and he shows you that he is a provider by actually providing. And a man who loses respect for you because he is providing for you, you should not be dating him. So the best way to weed out men who will make you suffer in marriage is to actually make him provide. Because these men who will put you through anything and everything in marriage, they do not like that they provide while you are not yet married. So I think it is protective. So if a man loses respect for you because he pays for your bills, because you are financially dependent on him, it's okay. He can go date other people. This mindset that you cannot depend on other people for anything, girly, that's hyper independence. That's a trauma response from when you couldn't trust anyone in your life. That is not how relationships are supposed to be. You are supposed to depend on people. If you can't do that, then I really think that it is okay that you sit this one out. Do not be with a provider man because you will make him feel useless.
For yourself and then spending my money. Some dudes can't afford a house, but I don't think you should be getting married if you can't put a roof over your wife's head and your kids. I think if something happens with your wife, and women, it differs. I get it if your husband dies, but you need to put things in place like life insurance. People need to have life insurance policies just in case he's no longer around. You leave a nest egg for your family. That's just how it goes. Same thing if you become incapacitated or invalid, then she can take care of the home. The woman should be the curator of the home if she's not working. It should be a peaceful place, a place of solace at the end of the day for you and her. Just my thoughts. I could be off, guys. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this whole situation with Cardi B talking like this now? Or has she always been like this and just been putting on to put out the music? Let me know, man. This is a very interesting video, especially she's coming out and this is going viral everywhere. But anyway, comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings in abundance. Listen, it's your favorite everything. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 200,000. We're not too far. This is wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.